Hello everyone. Welcome in this session. Today we will learn how we can make flag inside Maya application. Let's get started. As flag is the part of N Dynamics. But at first we have to just model the flag. So what I will do, I will go to this left view or side view. I make a plane and will just drag it like this. Okay. So I will go to channel box and layer editor, and here you have the input which is polyplane 1. We'll click this and will increase the subdivision width. So I will take 35 would be fine, and 35. So width and height both are 35. As you can see, the segment has increased. Now I will make a little bit of more space between the grid and the flag, and for support I will just make a cylinder. Now we'll select the cylinder, we'll decrease the size of it, and we'll increase the height. Select this flag, move it somehow here. Now we'll go to the top view, and at first we'll off the grid so that we can see properly, and we'll just move it. If I press 4, as you can see, the part of the flag is going inside the cylinder. So we need this thing. And now what happens next? We'll just select this flag, right click, assign new material, and here we have the blend. So in blend, what I will do, I will go to the color panel. In the color panel, you have the checker box. Click over here and a new dialog box will open, which is create render node.
ब्लेंड लगाएंगे झंडे पे।
सर ब्लेंड नहीं लगाते?
ब्लेंड शाइनिंग मटेरियल।
हाँ वो तो है सर, हल्का हल्का
झंडा चमके
सर, वो होता है ना सर, साटिन का कपड़ा होता है। नहीं,
भारत का झंडा कभी साटिन नहीं होता है।
अच्छा ठीक है सर, चेंज कर रहे हैं।
लैम्बर्ट कीजिए, उसमें आप बोलिए कि एज क्लॉथ शुड नॉट बी शाइन।
ठीक है सर। So now what I will do, I will just click this flat part, right click, assign new material, and here we have the Lambert. So in Lambert panel, as we can go here, we have the common material attribute inside the Lambert panel, which is inside attribute editor. In the common material attribute, we'll go to color, and in color we have the checker box at front. So we'll click the checker box, a new dialog box will open, which is the create render node. In the dialog box, as you can see, we have in Maya panel, and here we have all the things like 2D, 3D textures and all. So I will go to 2D texture, and here we have the file. Click over the file. Now as you can see, the panel of the file has came at the right side on your screen. Image name, which is inside the file attribute, will click on this folder, which is by default empty. I have an image of Indian flag, will click over here, open the same. Okay, but not showing because I have to press 6. Now it will show. As you can see, the texture is quite distressed, so I will click over here, we'll go to edit UV, and here you have the normalize. Click over here. Now as you can see, the part is fine, and also we'll just drag this down a little bit so that there would be a proper space between them. Okay, next what we have to do, we'll go to the polygon which is here, and we'll change the N dynamics. Okay, we have to just flip to the N dynamics. As you can see, whenever you are changing into N dynamics, all the features at the top is being changed. So you have N here, N mesh, N particle, and all the things related to N dynamics. We'll select this flag and we'll go to the N mesh, and here you have the create N cloth, because this is the part of the cloth, so I will create in the N cloth. We'll click over here, and this is the rod, which is the supporting part of the flag. So I will go to N mesh again, and will hit on create passive collider. So I have 200 frames. We'll just drag this so that I may have see the 200 frames, which is from 1 to 200. You can increase the frame size according to your need. At first, we'll go to the first frame and just play. As you can see, the cloth is going down because we haven't set it the initial position of it. For that, I will just go to 4, which is the wireframe mode. Select this and just move it little bit inside it so that both of the part gets collapsed with each other. As you can see, this part is getting collapsed and getting inside of this cylinder. We'll select this cloth as we have used the end cloth which is inside the end mesh. Now right click, go to vertex. We'll select this points which is the vertex obviously. We'll shift select this cylinder which is rod, and here we have the end corner strength. So we will go to point to surface. Now this thing will stick to the cylinder and will not move from this position. Okay, that means this thing has been sticked to this cylinder. So we have to do a couple of more time. We'll select this downward part and also we'll shift select this cylinder. And here we have the end constraint point to surface. Right click, object mode. So we are in wireframe mode. If I play, as you can see, it's going down. Okay, so we'll move to the first frame. If I press 6, so it's going down, no problem. So we have to define the wind. So if you click on the flag which we have just inputted the end cloth, in flag you have the nucleus panel also, which is inside the attribute editor. If you click on the nucleus panel, you have the transform attributes and gravity and wind. Right now we will work on the gravity and wind. Gravity by default is 9.8. As you can just manipulate it according to your need, but right now I will not change it. Air density is fine, which is 1, and wind speed, which is very important. So we have to define the wind speed so that if the part is going down, definitely we have to work in the wind speed. Okay, so if I just drag this little bit, I think 27 is fine for us. As you can see, it's going here. If you have played on the timeline, you can just drag this panel. Okay, you can see the changes. I will pause for a while. So you can play with the wind speed, or you can even set key which will animate your values, and you can just play around the timeline and you can have the key to it. So I will put at least 30. We'll change it to 30 and we'll enter the same. We have wind direction also. This is the X, Y and Z. By default the value is 1, X value, and the Y value is 0, and the Z value is also 0. So if you want to change the wind direction of this flag, so you can change through wind direction axis. Here we have the X, Y and Z. We have wind noise also. Okay. As you can see, it's working quite well. And for extra randomness, if you just select this cloth part and if you go to the field, here you have the turbulence. So you can also work with the turbulence. If you click over here, you will find a new thing which has been formed right now. If you just move this, this is the turbulent field, and you can change the values. You have the magnitude, attenuation and frequency and phases. So you can just play around this turbulent field attributes to have a good result. So as you can see, the turbulent field magnitude is by default 5. So I will just increase this value to 8 because I need some amount of कट। सर ठीक जा रहा है कि नहीं?
नहीं ठीक है
मतलब वो वर्डिंग में सो ओके ओके ज्यादा नहीं बोल रहे
नहीं ठीक है
और फ्लुएंसी है थोड़ा।
हाँ ठीक है
By default, the value of magnitude is 5. I will increase it to 8. So I need some amount of roughness into the shape of the flag. And here you have the attenuation. We'll increase this attenuation, cut. We'll decrease the attenuation by 0. Okay. And here we have the frequency. By default it is 1. So we'll left this frequency phases and phase Z. If you click over here and just start playing, as you can see, now the shape of the flag is totally changed. You can play around the magnitude if you want to just decrease the value, if you want to just decrease the shape, the irregular shape of your flag, you can just decrease the value of magnitude and make sure that will not go to minus, just put between 0 to 10. If you need more amount of roughness on your shape, you can just have more than 10. So right now I will just put around 3. I think 3 would be fine. Let's have a check. For adding extra wind, you can just go to the field and here you have the air also, or you can just, if you want to just work in the gravity, you can work in the gravity. By default, I have used the nucleus gravity and wind, which is just present inside the end cloth, which you have just made from the end mesh. You can also animate through this. Right click by creating some keys and just play around your timeline and see if the result is working or not. So hope you understand the same.